Hi, friends. Welcome back to Aging is a Farce with me, Barb. Today, I want to share with you a little story about the day I walked into my fitness center feeling all gym chic and walked out as the poster child for blood pressure monitoring. Now, look, I've never been a sweatpants, t shirt kind of person, and there's nothing wrong with that. It's completely understandable and comfortable. Me, on the other hand, I just, I'm always looking for a reason to flare it up a bit. And these days, most of the time, my gym visit is where I get a chance to let my flare pop. And I want to mention how lucky it is for me to have access to this fantastic fitness center, which is part of my area's healthcare network. It offers everything: walking tracks, floor equipment, pool, hot tub, everything a senior needs to stay fit, and it even has a discount membership. So, with all that, there's a wide range of fitness levels on hand, from people doing the laps using their walkers to me. I'm kind of in the middle doing seated ellipticals. And I'm telling you, there's one woman there that nearly runs on a treadmill and she's 93. So that's goals. Maybe not goals for my knees, but wow, she's amazing. Anyway, the other day I was feeling especially put together. I had a fresh haircut, makeup, and to me, the highlight was a bright blue aqua tunic. And I'm wearing it right now. On the way out the door, I caught myself in the mirror and thought, yeah, Barb, you're looking good today. And is there anything wrong with a little self pep talk? Don't you agree? It helps you. And what do you know? As if to validate that pep talk, the gym director came over to me almost the minute I walked in the door. Miss Barbara, she says, we have a professional photographer here because we're updating our website. Would you be willing to be one of our featured members? Wow, me? Really? Really, me? I asked, only kind of half modestly. And just to sell it, she said, yes, you look so nice and colorful today. Well, no one has ever asked me to pose for a professional photographer. So even before I said cheese, my ego was fully inflated. And then she asked me to follow her across the gym. And I was like a bit confused, taken aback. I assumed she wanted me posed on my favorite machine while I was getting in my cardio. Nope, she had me follow her over to the center's medical station to pose while having my blood pressure taken. They wanted to feature the service they offer older members to keep tabs on their blood pressure. Now, let me just say, whether this is fair or not, when I would see folks having that done at that area, I couldn't help but think, oh, that's the sick table, which I don't need right now anyway. To the surprise of the director, the photographer, and the medical station attendee, I burst out laughing. I was like, oh my God. I told them how I thought I looked pretty darn good that morning. So when Madam Director there asked me to pose for the website, I'd assumed it would be me doing something healthy. And instead, I'm being asked to sit at the sick table. Well, I don't think my term sick table went over that well. Still chuckling, I told them ironically, just that very morning, and this is the absolute truth, I had just set up this YouTube channel and I told them it was called Aging is a Farce, and I would be posing some of the frustrating but also hopefully funny aspects of aging. And just like that, I'm handed a topic. So thanks, guys. Still, the director just, she didn't quite appreciate my style of humor. The woman who actually took my blood pressure, she laughed, and that made me feel good. And further, she made me feel good because she asked me to repeat the name of the channel. Why? Because she thought her mother would enjoy it. Of course, her mom. Hey, why not her grandmother too? Invite them all. And I just want to say, by the way, my blood pressure was 120/70. Take that, sick table. My internal monologue walking into the gym, looking sharp, Barb. 5 minutes later, looking stable, Barb. Turns out my ego wasn't completely off. It just got assigned to a different marketing department than I expected. I hope you got a kick out of that little farce where my self-vision smashed right up against reality, which happens a lot. So if you did like this, please consider liking the video and subscribing because I will be sharing more of the same. And if you have similar stories, please share them in the comments because I think I could get a kick out of them. So see you next time, and I hope you find lots to laugh at, even if you're the punchline. So goodbye.